Won by the others. That's John Graham.
So they break away, and the pace not that strong for the first furlong, and Midnight Air, the red cap, striding well, but Red Slippers just gaining the upper hand, and they're splitting into two groups at this very early stage of the race. Skimble leads those running down the rail, with Miznar, Aurora and Soiree following those, and now Frankie Dettori has brought Red Slippers and consequently the others over to join them. All bunched up on the stands rail as they come down towards the four. Skimble the pink cap, Miznar the white cap, Red Slippers the starred cap, and on the outside Perfect Circle. Midnight Air, who I must confirm, lads, move particularly well to post. The red cap, just behind her is A to Z. On the outside, Cambrian Hills. Aurora, the green cap, taking quite a keen hold, and Soiree, the hoop colours, tucked away next to the rails, and they come down to the three. And nobody yet to make their move. Miznar just being pushed along. Skimble just has the advantage, but only just. Miznar now pushed along with Red Slippers on the outside, and then Midnight Air. A Perfect Circle, A to Z, pulled wide for a run. Soiree is going to come with a run next to the rails. The tempo quickening only now, but any one of half a dozen could win it. As they come down into the dip, it's Skimble and Perfect Circle, and Midnight Air swamp for speed. Here comes A to Z on the outside of the pack, a furlong to go. And Perfect Circle and Walter Swinburne with A to Z on the outside, pulled wide and finishing well is Harvest Girl, but it's A to Z who takes it up as they race inside the final furlong, and A to Z takes it from Perfect Circle in second, very close for third, Soiree and Harvest Girl, then came Aurora, and the field trail back to Midnight Air, who in the end beat only one, and that one was Cambrian Hills. And so the result then of this Shadwell stud Nell Gwyn Stakes, it's a win for number 2, A to Z, in the colours of Mr. Brian Cooper of In the Groove fame, the 8-to-1 winner of this Group 3 race, sponsored by the Shadwell stud, trained here at Newmarket by Michael Bell, ridden by Michael Hills. And there she is, this daughter of Ahanora, coming down the centre of the track, off the pace, and Perfect Circle quickened the tempo, and she in fact has finished second, Walter Swinburne in those blue and brown. But this race goes to Michael Hills on A to Z, coming home well clear at the line from Perfect Circle, and it's a close run thing for third place between Soiree and Harvest Girl. But there's our winner, A to Z. So I think the timing of this race will be quite interesting. For my money, they went really no pace at all through the first, 2 or 3 furlongs, all jockeying for position. Perhaps Soiree may not have had the clearest of runs next to the rails, but certainly Harvest Girl had to be switched to deliver her challenge. There she is in the red and white hoops. But let's review the closing stages with the two Johns.
Yes, this very rich jackpot might be just pretty difficult to win, because we've got another fairly considerable turn up here, although John McCreary had told us that A to Z was being quite heavily supported in the ring. At this stage, they haven't gone any very great gallop. Skimble, just close to the rails here, the chestnut with the pink cap, the Abdullah colours, has been making the running. But the others were never far away. I don't think they'd gone a proper gallop until then. It's only now that A to Z, Michael Hills pulls A to Z outside Perfect Circle, who's taken the lead now. A to Z outside Perfect Circle, but from now on it's in between these two, and A to Z always has the upper hand.
Yeah, she's a filly with plenty of speed. She ran 4th in the Queen Mary last year, and she had an operation on her wind, I believe, throughout the winter. That's obviously been successful.